Lights, camera, action. What up, what up? It's your boy Mugu back with another episode of Live Booze and Reviews, the Super Bowl edition. Um, yeah, so you know what we talking about. So, I'll give y'all a couple minutes to get up in here for a minute. Yeah, we're gonna kick it a little bit. We're gonna talk about a little bit of everything: the Super Bowl, the NBA, and the shenanigans. Um, some of the trades and some of the moves that the our home teams made and where our home teams stand. Well, we talking about the Red Wings, we talking about the Tigers, we talking about the Lions, um, talking about the Pistons. I mean, come on now, you know what I'm saying? But without further ado, this is Booze and Reviews. I am Mugo. On this side will be my brother T Roy, and on this side will be my brother Critique. Watch your mouth. We back at it. You are now rocking with the best. Booze and Reviews Live, the Super Bowl edition. But yeah, so here we are. Get down to the final game of football, professional football, at its finest. Last game. So the Seahawks versus the Patriots. If you just coming up from under a rock or whatever, it was the Seahawks versus the Patriots. I'll let everybody kind of have a talk and a draws on the game and all that. So yeah, we had a lot of those. So we passed it. But this is the Booze and Reviews Super Bowl edition. Um, the Seahawks versus the Patriots. Now on paper, this looked like it could possibly be a decent game. Will Drake make, or what they call him, Drizzy, which I felt like that was a part of his downfall when they start calling him Drizzy. But nonetheless, so what quarterback was going to show up? Who was going to play the best? And I kind of felt Sam Darnold was going to show up and play better. I felt like he was going to probably have a better chance of success. But Drake May definitely had a huge window open, you know what I'm saying? So you can't just overlook him, you know what I'm saying? But I think when they start calling him Drizzy, I think some stuff changed up. But anyway, Seahawks versus the Patriots. So the Booze and Reviews pick was a unanimously Seahawks to win the Super Bowl. And at that time, we predicted the score to be 28-20. That was my score. I said Seahawks 28, Patriots 20. I think T. Roy said the Seahawks 2, and I think his score wasn't off by too much. Joysticks, what up, though? Fun guy, what up, though? My guy. My people, I should say. What up? Welcome to you. This is Booze and Reviews Live, the Super Bowl edition. And yeah, I'm good. I'm feeling good. How are you? I hope you having a great week. I waited till Wednesday because I figured, let everybody get their, spew out. But yeah, so the Seahawks took it. We thought the Seahawks was going to take it. My prediction of the score was 28 Seahawks to the Patriots 20. I picked the Seahawks to score 28 points, and I picked the Patriots to score 20. Now, this was before the game. What was the actual score? The actual score was 29-13. The Seahawks 29 to the Patriots 13. I'm not saying I'm in tune, but I keep my ear to the streets. You know what I'm saying? I ain't always in tune, but I keep my ear to the streets so you can catch the vibration. But man, Seahawks, they took it. Defense was, the Muhammad Ali. They was doing what they was doing. The defense was just so scandalous, man, that it suppressed the game. The Patriots didn't show the offensive imagination that I would have liked to see. Like at some point, you got to try something. But they bombed on them. They bombed on them. Now I was thinking, keep on bombing because you did Hollins. They went to Hollins twice. He got the touchdown. He bombed on them. Keep the bombing coming. You know what I'm saying? Like bomb for real. Like if that's all we can do, let's do it. Because you got to back them boys up off you somehow, some way. And if I'm throwing it down the field, I'm getting it off. You got to get off, though. That's the thing. You got to get it off. And he was sacked, a nice amount of times. He was pressured and sacked enough and interfered with. Okay, peace, joysticks. Peace. Yeah. Super Bowl edition. This is Booze and Reviews, and I'm your boy, Mugu. But yeah, man, we predicted the Seahawks to win. They won. The score was eerie, baby. My numbers was 28-20. The actual score was 29-13. Come on, man. Come on, man. Holla at your boys. T-Roy, Critique, Mugu. And we are the three bad brothers that you know so well, and you are now rocking with the best. Booze Reviews Live, the Super Bowl edition. What's up, Rebel? Rebel, without a pause. But we picked the Seahawks. They won. Bam, we was close on the score. So now the Seahawks were able to just exude their defense and run the ball. And Sam Darnold didn't make no moves. He didn't make no bad moves. He kept the game ball in play, and he did what he's supposed to do. He threw a touchdown that got him there. Okay, so yeah, they did that. Patriots was just outplayed. I think they didn't have it. What up, T-Roy? What up, though? The Patriots did not have it. They just was outplayed. And no offensive imagination. That's what I said. No offensive imagination. And the O-line, it just, if I had to grade them, I had to give them an F. You know what I'm saying? The O-line got an F. So, but the Seahawks take the Super Bowl. Bam. You know what I'm saying? Let's move on to the NBA trades. Now, the NBA trades. Oh, shout out to my man JJ and Rotten Rich. He fashioned this hoodie for anybody who would, be down with the Pistons and a fan of the Pistons and, support the Pistons. This is a Rotten and Rich. This is a one of a kind. You know what I'm saying? Peace to JJ. And I'm going to put his number out here so y'all can call him, man, and just tell him, hey, look, Booze and Reviews told me to come holler at you, and I'm coming to holler at you. I want you to make me a hoodie, and I want you to put your flavor and your style on it. That's what he did with this hoodie. His telephone number, that's JJ Wayman Doherty, 248-980-7955. Again, that number is 248-980-7955. Holla at your boy JJ. He'll get you a hoodie, get you a t-shirt, get you a hat or whatever you need. Rotten and Rich, you know what I'm saying? So let's get on to the NBA. Yes, okay, so some trades happened. Some trades did happen, you know what I'm saying? And the Pistons was in the thing, but without that, Harden said, he woke up one day and was like, man, I don't want to be a Clipper no more. And he was poof pow. He was a Cavalier. He went from a Cavalier type dude that played for the Clippers, and now he's a Cavalier for real. He's a Cavalier for real. So, yeah, man, that happened. AD, Anthony Davis, to Washington. And he put a quote out. He said, I want to play and compete for championships. I think Anthony Davis, man, sky's the limit for you, brother. You need to get you some new trainers. Man. Hey, bro, what's up? What up, though, Giddy? Okay, I think I seen you in here before, bro. Or Pete, what up, though? NBA trades. Harden to the Cavaliers. He's a Clipper. He was a Clipper, now he's a Cavalier. AD, which was, I think he was a Maverick, and now he's a Bullet. You know what I'm saying? And AD's a bullet. I mean, those some big trades. You know what I'm saying? Pistons was a little active. We was just a little active. You know what I'm saying? Now we was just a little active. Yeah, we was just a little active. You know what I'm saying? We was just a little active. We got us a draft pick, and we also got ourselves another shooter. A redhead from Chicago named Herter, and Dario Saric. Yes, Dario Saric. We got them from Chicago, and we got a pick. And we gave up Jay Nivey. Jay Nivey was definitely down in the pound. He was a dirty dog. He was down with the Pistons. And he still will be, man. Salute to that dude, man. Salute. Salute to Ivy, man. You know what I'm saying? Heavy on the upside with him. Heavy on the upside. I know he gonna be a beast, man. I just, if we could have held on a little longer, but hey, I guess it made sense, you know what I'm saying, as far as contract monies and all of that. Pistons was a little busy. But we did a little bit of something, and we still maintained our place, you know what I'm saying? We maintained our place in the East, which is at 1. 2 is Boston. 3. Who was 3, man? I just wrote it down. But Cavaliers is 4. Cavaliers is 4. Donovan Mitchell, I guess he's doing his thing. They was trying to recruit LeBron this year too, as I understand it. Didn't happen, but hey, you know what I'm saying? Pistons is still number. I kind of want to save the last part of that for the last to the end, because that was the funniest. The Odd Couple, old sitcom. That's my shit. Boy, Oscar and Felix. Felix and Oscar. Them cats, man, going at it. How can you just be like dirty like that, though? Like, you just dirty. You know what I'm saying? Just come in, take your hat off, throw it over there. I mean, we do it sometimes, but you got to clean up at some point. You got to clean up at some point. Yeah, man, but let's talk about All-Star Weekend, man. All-Star Weekend. So All-Star Weekend is supposedly, changing up and get a little revitalized a little bit, get it a little bit more revitalized. So this week is going to be USA versus the world. Had a pretty good idea, man. That idea I heard that idea years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, why don't the European players play the U.S. players? So that's what's gonna happen now. USA versus the world. It might be nice, maybe it might be a restart, kickstart to the new game. Dunk contest. Okay, we know who it is already. Yeah, we know what it is. We'll get back to that. 3-point contest. 3-point contest got Devin Booker, Canople, Lillard. I didn't know he's back. I didn't know that. Lillard, Maxey, Mitchell, Murray, Portis, and Powell. What up, Doug Hayden? 3-pointers. Once again. 3-pointers. Once again. Booker, Canople, Lillard, Maxey, Mitchell, Murray, Portis, and Powell. That's the 3-point contest. Who's your favorite? At this point, I would have to say dun, 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 dun. I guess it said he was in this 3-point contest. Said that, shout out to my man T. Roy in the building. T. Roy, my boy. None of them are serious shooters to me except Lillard. I don't know, man. I don't know who to take on that, man. You know what I'm saying? I have to say Booker or Canople. Canople, one of them new red hot dudes. Portis got it. Portis might have it. But I'm thinking on the move. Maxey, I don't know him to shoot threes like that, but I don't follow Philly like that, but I know he's a rising star in the NBA. Donovan Mitchell, I've seen him in the playoffs before. I don't see him as a set-up three-point shooter like that. Murray, possibly, but I feel like he need to be moving when he shoot. I don't know. Maybe Portis gonna win this, man. I'm taking Portis. I'm gonna take Portis. I'm gonna take Portis. So dunk contest, has been a topic of discussion for many moons. The era of Jordan and Dominique and Vince Carter. And D Brown and all that stuff is gone. It's gone. It's gone. So let's see, Bryant. These names I'm only gonna say them because Bryant, Hayes, Johnson. Now this last guy might have some mots. Jace Richardson, he's the son of Jason Richardson, collegiate star, NBA star, but he was collegiate star as well at Michigan State, MSU. Jason Richardson. I remember him from the Golden State Warriors too. So yeah, man. Could dunk too. So Jace Richardson. He got it in the blood. He got it in the blood. So that's the dunk contest. That's the 3-point contest. Again, I can't really take a dog in the fight on the 3-point contest. But if I had to say somebody setting up shooting, I would say probably, he said, T. Roy said Lillard, I said Portis. I'm going to take Portis. Maybe for the setup shot. Because everybody else I feel like need to be moving. Canupo might be a guy, but Booker, I don't know, setup shot. Moving. I think differently. You might see this question that's right here. It's a guilty pleasure. What is a guilty pleasure movie or TV show you love? What is a guilty pleasure? A guilty pleasure is something you're not supposed to like. Guilty pleasure, movie or TV show you love. I can't say I love it if it's my guilty pleasure. Love it. I got a song, Whole Lot of Choppers. My man, a.k.a. my man Sada Baby. Sada Baby, man, a Whole Lot of Choppers, man. That's my guilty pleasure. It promotes everything negative, but the beat and the rhyme get you going. A lot of choppers. Whole lot of choppers. But yeah, man. That's what you got for the NBA. Now the NBA does have a new thing called HBCU Classic. I want to see how that's put together. I want to watch that. I want to see what is the HBCU Classic. What players? What does it really define itself? I need to look that up again because it might be something that they're doing, totally different. They still got the skills challenge and all that type stuff, but I don't know about nothing else about that in the NBA All-Star Weekend. We got 2 All-Stars, baby. We got 2 All-Stars, baby. You know what I'm saying? Motorcade Cunningham and Jalen Duren. You know what I'm saying? Them two, they're synonymous with, guts and basketball and winning. You know what I'm saying? That's what we about. Speaking on that, you know what I'm saying? We had, the other night, we had a nice little, a kerfluffle. A kerfluffle. A ruffling of the feathers, might I say. Of feathers all over the place. You know what I'm saying? So Jalen Duren is imposing his will on this team, and they didn't like it. The Charlotte Hornets didn't like that. This particular player didn't like it. The play that I saw, he was backing him down. Boom, make a move. He backing him down. Boom, 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 boom. He backing him down. He didn't like that. He was really putting his back into it, and then he just Man, he's up in his face, you know. Looked like he headbutted. He looked like he headbutted Duran. Duran was like, oh, wow, you know, you're a little guy, you know, and mushed him. You know, he just mushed him. You know, mushed him, you know what I'm saying, all up in his face. And then, you know, I'm going to take a shot. And so my man swung or whatever. And it made it look, you know, like he was going to be really something. And it really was nothing. Duran dodged him multiple times, you know. But long story short, Isaiah B. Stewart. That's my man, bro. That's my man, 100 grand, bro. You know, you made a decision. You know what I'm saying? And, hey, I would rather you. I mean, we don't, you know, two dudes were swinging at him. On Mikal Bridges, too. Two dudes were swinging at Duran, man. I mean, you trying to even the odds. You know what I'm saying? Trying to even the odds. There was another photo that came out of this, too, man, where Duncan Robinson seemed to be like away from what was going on. And he, I'm kind of being nice, but really he was away from what was going on. Your teammates get into some type of you know, a ruffle up, you know what I'm saying? Oh, a muscle up. You know what I'm saying? You get over there so you can kind of, you know, keep your man's back. You know what I'm saying? We ride together, you know what I'm saying? I came with you, I'm going to leave with you. So, you know, it was brought up, you know what I'm saying? What you think should happen? Somebody said they should trade him. I was like, no, I don't know. You know, I don't know. It's definitely a situation, but that's that locker room to handle it. Beef Stew and the guys, Cade, you know, they going to handle all that. We ain't even got to worry about that. 20 lashes. That T-Roy says 20 lashes. I don't know if I'm going to go that route. But they was handed down. You know what I'm saying? They did hand down the suspensions from that. I labeled it the brawl for it all. But long story, yeah, the little rough up. So Isaiah Stewart got 7 games for, you know, leaving the bench. Looking out. My man, you know what I'm saying? Definitely looking out. He got 7 games. Jalen Duran got 2 games, and that was for the mush. You know, he got 2 for the mush. And that was it. Wasn't really nothing else to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Pistons won the game. We take that to the head. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, and tonight we put our collective forces together again to smash down the Raptors. Smash them down. Yeah, we gotta play. We gotta play, man. And you know, hopefully they come on with that. You know, the Pistons won again. That's what we need to hear. You know what I'm saying? I would like to hear that. 7 ain't bad. 7 ain't bad. No, it's not. I mean, you left the bench. You knew what you was going to do. You know what I'm saying? You was going to, you know what I'm saying? You was going to protect my mans. Hey. Mikal Bridges was online talking a lot of smack, saying that B. Stu really don't want it because he was grabbing hair or something. I don't know. At this point, man, let's stay focused, win games. Let's get on this break, get healthy, get rested, and get ready for this second sack. Get ready for this second. And we almost, we could hit the 40 tonight. We could hit the 40. We can hit the 40 ball tonight. That means we'll have 40 wins. 82 game season. Man, 42 more games. Let's see what happens. You know what I'm saying? I think we've shown that we're about and what we need to be about. We about that life, and we about that smoke, and we about that basketball. That's a t-shirt. We want that basketball, the smoke, and yeah, we gotta think about that one. Definitely gotta think about that one. T. Roy, my boy. I heard about something, man, y'all might be interested in. So I'm a Marvel fan. I'm a DC fan. I watch a lot of the movies. I watch the animated movies as well, and I watch the live action. And DC has had maybe not as many as Marvel. You know, if you don't know what we do, Booze and Reviews, we do a red cup review. You can go from a sip to a full cup. A full cup means you are the best. A sip means you need to rewrite your story and talk to your gaffer and get behind the scenes on your producers or whatever. But yeah, a sip to a full cup. A full cup means it was a great movie. And so we got new content up, man. Definitely take this time to go and look at our content. We got over 160 something pieces of content, man. I mean, we got lives, we got interviews, we got movie reviews, we got kung fu movie reviews. We got drama, comedy, dramedies, horror. Man, these two cats, they like horror. They love horror so much. Some of their regular picks is horror movies. It's like Death of a Unicorn. but nonetheless, man, it's a genre movie that is have a good story. You know what I'm saying? That's all it needs. Well, as long as it got a good story, you know what I'm saying, it's pretty good. What else y'all up to? See Caden in the building. What's going on, Caden? Rebel Empress, Gideon, funny guy. What's going on? I'm glad you guys joined. Yeah, you said you had to go. Peace. Yeah, but it's the Seahawks taking the Super Bowl. This is the Super Bowl edition of Booze and Reviews. I'm your boy, Mugu. On this side would be my boy T. Roy, and on this side would be my brother Critique. Watch your mouth. And we are the three bad brothers that you know so well. You are now rocking with the best. If you see this question, a guilty pleasure. What is your guilty pleasure? Movie or TV show you love? Answer this. Get in the comments. Add it. Tell a friend. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Subscription is free. Booze and Reviews is just a beautiful thing. Man, we got all type of content. Please tap in, hit the subscribe button, turn on your notifications so you'll know when we go live. This was the Super Bowl edition of Booze and Reviews. We'll probably rap about this again, but we picked the Seahawks. And I think Critique picked the Patriots. I'm not sure. I'll give us a clean sweep. I'm going to say all three of us picked the Seahawks. And it's your boy Mugu. I'm out of here. Peace.